It's Christmas time around Chicagoland, and in this video, we're going to see holiday trains from Metra, CTA, the IRM, CPKC, and we'll even get a few other rare gets. Let's get right into it. It's day one, and we begin at Western Avenue Metro Station and attempt to see the Milwaukee District Line's holiday train. We do see a few trains before that. The first one we see is one of the Metro sets that will eventually become Heritage Corridor train number 915 to Joliet, Illinois. Leading the way is MP36 number 401. Next up is westbound Amtrak train number 7, the Empire Builder, with two Phase 7 chargers. After that, we have another Amtrak train. This time it's Hiawatha train 337 with another charger leading and a Dash 8 at the rear. This one I decided to put in because I liked the engineer on this one. Outbound Metro train 2125 bound for Fox Lake with one of Metra's SD70 Max leading. This next one I definitely could not leave out. We have Heritage Corridor train 917 coming out of Western Avenue Yard, going to Union Station and then eventually on further to Joliet, Illinois, with two of Metra's F59 PHs leading. After that, we have another inbound Metro, this time coming out of California Avenue Yard bound for Chicago Ogilvie Transportation Center, with Metro 137, which was just recently repainted. I did find the holiday train, but since it never came out, I decided to leave early. The day wouldn't stop there, however, because we move on to the Green Line at Lake and Campbell, where the Green Line goes directly over Lake Street. I was set up there for their holiday train because I heard it was departing Harlem and Lake around 5:30, and I was 2 blocks north of the Green Line, so I decided to stop there on the way home. You'll see it going over Lake Street, and if you look closely, you'll see Santa waving as well. It's day 2, and with snow on the ground, we're at Clinton on the pink and green line for the holiday train once again. Before that, we see a pink line bound for 54th and Cermak come into Clinton. Shortly after that pink line, we see the holiday train coming into Clinton.
Ho, ho, ho! There you are! Good to see you! Hi!
This is Street Lake. Transfer red.
Okay, stay the late, change from the red line subway, stay the late. Let them off first, please. Step aside, let the passengers off first, please. Thank you for riding the CTA holiday train. Welcome aboard the holiday train making Green Line stops to Ashland 63rd. This is a Green Line train to Ashland 63rd.
Oh, here we go! Merry Christmas, everyone!
Once I got off the Green Line holiday train at Adams and Wabash, I was able to get it departing from a cool spot above. The next day, I run into the CTA holiday bus on Lawrence Avenue, so I decided to add this in because why not? About a week later, we're at the Illinois Railway Museum to see their decorations, old and historic engines, and their holiday train. We see some cool engines around the museum, like IRMX 6976, Batra 614, BNSF 9400, and a lot of other cool engines, and of course, their decorations. Our first spot for the Happy Holiday Railway will be just west of Union Depot, where we see them coming into the Illinois Railway Museum. Leading is the first Chicago Northwestern cab car ever built, number 151. At the rear is CNW 411, which is an F7 unit built in 1949. A few minutes later, we see them heading back east over Boot Creek. "25 minutes later, after we see them at Boot Creek, we finally see them arriving Union Depot westbound. We see 411 coming in and the engineer attempting a Jingle Bells horn show later on. After we see them arriving Union Depot, here we are seeing them depart. After I saw them depart going back westbound, I wasted no time and went straight to this driveway just off of Hemmingson Road, where we see the Happy Holiday Railway train heading back eastbound on the Illinois Railway Museum main line, with 151 leading once again. While I was on my way to the next location, I happened to pace it for over a mile. So here's that. Our last spot for the day on the Illinois Railway Museum main line would be Seaman Road. We see the holiday train heading east again after pacing it. To wrap things up on the Illinois Railway Museum main line, we see 411 heading back west and blowing its frozen horn at Seaman Road. Later that same day, I'm at Damon on the CTA Brown line for the holiday train once again. We see it rounding the curve at Damon.
Happy holidays. Good to see everybody. Hi.
Hey, how are ya?
How are you?
Great.
Good to see you. So nice to see everyone. Hi. Hi. Hello. Ho, ho, ho! And away we go. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
And we were sitting here for half an hour, no trains. And now, 1, 2, 3. Now this will be the fourth one coming the other way.
About 20 minutes later, after getting to Rockwell, we see the holiday train heading back to the loop and eventually bound for Midway. You'll see the holiday train going over Rockwell Avenue crossing and Santa waving.
Up there were no trains for half an hour. Now there's like 5.
It's Tuesday, December 9th, and I immediately go to Glenview, Illinois right after school for the CPKC holiday train. Before that, we see Amtrak 338, the Hiawatha, departing Glenview with one of Amtrak's Dash 8s leading. After waiting an hour and a half in the cold, we finally see the CPKC holiday train heading north with CP 2246 and its very decorated train bound for Gurnee, Illinois. Later that same week, I was getting breakfast at one of my local Dunkins and happened to see Metra's Operation North Pole set for the first time. We see METX 102 leading northbound. Later that same day, we're at Wilmette, Illinois for the Operation North Pole once again. We see it coming into Wilmette Station with their train being fully wrapped and fully decorated for the holidays. Alright, we are on board the holiday train for the Metro Union Pacific Lines district. Doing a little walkthrough. Very nice decorations in this car. Other cars locked, the engine pushed 102, which is the engine for the holiday train this year. Entering a winter wonderland. This car, and all these decorations.
Maybe no, maybe we're right back this way. So once you're all together, at least, yeah.
Beautiful. We're in the Grinch car. Different car. Well, I guess this is Marvel. It's honestly cool. Windows are cool as well. Got these set up. Metro decorates these very well. Oh my god, that scared me so much. Yo, that's creepy. Yo, that's creepy. Decorated the bathrooms too. Crazy.
You gotta go wait for it.
Remarkable. Very remarkable. Looks like this one's the Disney car. They got lights in here too. Wow. More wreaths.
And that was the other thing, is like it was a combination of like me just being a little bit more athletic than every other taller guy.
Too. My gosh. And then last car. Good old candy cane colors. Oh, it's a gingerbread house.
I would say it bothers me, but like.
Oh yeah, you could tell. Oh my gosh, this sure is a Candyland. Yo, what? That is very pretty. And that is a walkthrough of the Metro Union Pacific District Lines holiday train. I decided to get to Operation North Pole one last time that night on UPN train 361. Here it is coming into Kenilworth. The next day, it's sub 10 degrees out, and we're just outside of Racine Blue Line Station for the CTA holiday train once again. But before we see that, we see Union Pacific train MPR8H going over the Chicago Eisenhower with Norfolk Southern 8104, the Lehigh Valley Heritage, leading. After a 20-minute wait in the cold, we finally see the CTA holiday train going on to the connection where it goes off the pink line and onto the blue line. Since the holiday train was stopped for a long time, I decided to leave because I didn't want to stay outside in the sub 10 degree weather any longer. Monday, December 15th, we're out for the Operation North Pole once again. We see it flying through Central on Union Pacific North Line train 347, bound for Kenosha, Wisconsin. The next day, I found the Operation North Pole once again going over Foster Avenue in Ravenswood. Wednesday, December 17th, you'll never guess what I'm out for. Here's the Operation North Pole leading train 391. There I go, riding the Operation North Pole to school. The day wouldn't end there, however, because later that same afternoon, we're just north of Central CTA Purple Line stop for the CTA holiday train once again, this time heading northbound on the Purple Line towards Linden. We see it going over the North Shore Channel. The tracker wasn't cooperating, so I had like 10 seconds to fly my drone up in time for the holiday train. So the shot isn't that good. But oh well, you win some, you lose some. The good news is, 2 days later, on Friday, December 19th, I went to Linden to get a better shot of the CTA Purple Line holiday train there. Way happier with it.
Be safe and just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Happy holidays! Hey! Ho, ho, ho! So good to see everyone!
Santa, what's the green ball?
Calling special orders. Special orders.
Turn around here, turn around. Turn around right here, turn around so you can take a picture.
So sorry.
No, you're okay.
1, 2, 3, Santa! 1, 2, 3, Santa!
It's so nice to see everyone. Thank you for coming out.
Let's let other kids get it too.
Thank you. Ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! And away we go! Merry Christmas, everyone! Happy holidays! Ho, ho, ho!
No problem, there's no problem.
The next day, we're at Des Plaines, Illinois for the Operation North Pole once again. But not just that, for the actual event that hasn't happened in over 6 years. Before we see the Operation North Pole come into Des Plaines inbound, we see Union Pacific Northwest train number 709 coming in with a ton of horn shows from Metro 100. About 10 minutes later, we finally see the Operation North Pole coming into Des Plaines with a bunch of Jingle Bell horn shows and even a few shave and a haircuts. Before we move on to the last holiday train, I want to take a moment to thank one of my family members for getting a great video of the Milwaukee District Line's holiday train for me with Metro 500. Finally, December 22nd, we're at Costner Avenue on the CTA line for the holiday train one more time. We see it heading westbound for Dempster Skokie. Later on, we see another CTA holiday train set heading westbound again. Oh yeah, and I can't forget to mention this meetup around the curve. Thanks for watching, happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next video.